Welcome to Big Data Analytics tutorial. In this video, I will discuss data mining best practices. So, the contents of this video are data mining best practices and cross-industry standard process for data mining. That is, CRISP DM is explained in details. So, what are the data mining best practices? Effective and successful of any data mining project activity requires both business and technology skills. If you have only business skills, or if you have only the technology skills, it may not be possible for you to succeed in any data mining project. If you want to succeed in data mining project, a particular person should have both these skills. He should be very much aware about the business, as well as he should be very much aware about the technology needed to do that particular data mining project. So when I say data technology skills, he should know the different data mining techniques. He should know the different tools and platforms available, and he should be in a position to implement data mining project using those particular tools and platforms. The business aspect helped understand the domain and key questions. That is what actually the business can do. If you know the business, then only you can understand the domain of that particular business. For example, if you are working in the telecom industry and try to implement a data mining project, you can easily do that one. The very simple reason for that is you know that telecom industry, how it works, what are the different things you need to consider while implementing a data mining project. But you are working in a telecom industry and you are trying to implement or do a data mining project which is of type retail industry. You may not be so successful in that particular data mining project. The reason is very simple. The requirements and the things about that particular retail industry is quite different compared to the requirements of you can say the telecom industry. So definitely it is a bit difficult for you. So you should have a domain knowledge to be successful in that data mining project. If you want to have a domain knowledge, the very important thing is you should know the business. So that's the first and foremost thing. So without the domain knowledge, it's a bit difficult to get succeeded in that particular data mining project. The domain knowledge also helps one to imagine the possible relationship in the data and create hypothesis to test it. So if you have the domain knowledge, you can understand the relationship between the different data sets or the data in that organization or a business, and you can create some set of hypothesis to test that particular the relationship, or you can say that your data mining project output. The IT aspect, that's the second one, is the technology skills help you to fetch the data from many sources. That's the very first thing. When it comes to data mining project, we need to get the data from different sources. That's the thing we can do with the help of IT knowledge. Once you get the data, that data may not be in proper format. We need to clean that particular data. That is, we need to remove some outliers, we need to fill the missing values, we need to remove the errors, we need to remove the outliers, and so on. Such kind of things we need to do. So that's nothing but cleaning up the data. So that can be done with the help of IT knowledge. If you have only business knowledge, it may not be possible for you to extract the data from many sources as well as clean that particular data. That's not possible. So again, if we need IT knowledge here. The next one is assemble it to meet the needs of a business problem. We have collected the data, you have cleaned that particular data. What we need to do is we need to assemble that particular data from multiple sources so that we can achieve or we can address the business problem. And finally, what we need to do is we need to run that particular data mining techniques on a particular platform. Okay, we have a data mining techniques. We need to choose one of the data mining techniques to solve that particular problem, and we need to run that particular data mining technique on a platform like we can use Excel, or we can use IBM SPSS, or we can use something called as Weka, or we can use some different Python libraries to implement that particular the data mining technique. So all these things can be done only with the help of the IT knowledge. If you don't have IT knowledge, definitely we cannot achieve all these things. So there are two things we need, as I told you earlier. If you want to be successful in data mining project, the first one is the business knowledge, and the second one is the IT skills. If you have business knowledge, you can easily understand the domain of that particular business, and when you have IT as knowledge, you can say that extract the data from many sources, can clean the data, you can assemble that particular data to meet the needs of a business problem, and finally you can run the data mining techniques on a particular platform. So that's perfectly possible if you have both this particular knowledge. An important element is to go after the problem iteratively. What we need to do here is we need to take that particular problem, solve it, and then iteratively we need to solve that particular problem so that you'll get the final output. So once you get the output which is acceptable, then you can stop it. Another thing what we need to do is it is better to divide and conquer the problem with smaller amount of data and get closer to the heart of the solution in an iterative sequence of steps. So what we can do is divide the data into smaller amount of data and try to accomplish your you can say that expected result with those small problems by addressing small problems. And when you address those small problems, you can combine all those things to get the final result. So that's how actually the thing works. It's also called as divide and conquer. There are several best practices learned from the use of data mining techniques over a long period of time. So when you try to do what we can say the data mining projects over a period of time, definitely you will come up with some different data mining techniques, or you can say that you will learn how to use those particular data mining techniques, and which particular problem, for a particular problem, data mining techniques is suitable, which data mining technique is suitable actually. So that is also one more thing comes into picture only when you have a sufficient knowledge over here. There is one industry standard practice we can use. There's something called as CRISP. The full form of CRISP is Cross Industry Standard Process for Data Mining. So what is the meaning of this one is it has a standard process. We can follow this particular process to achieve our data mining successful completion of our data mining project. So it's a general one, but it has a very good what you can say that is steps. If you follow these particular steps, definitely you end up with very good what we can say that the results in this case. So initially it starts with what we can say it has actually 6 steps. Okay, it has 6 steps. At the center we have what we can say that the data. The data is the core of any data mining project. I think all of us know that one. Now, initially it starts with the business understanding. As we know that if you want to successful in any business, any data mining project, we need to know the data business as well as we need to have the IT knowledge. So very first thing in CRISP also is to understand the business. First, we need to have a very good knowledge of business. If you don't know the knowledge or the business knowledge, definitely you will not be able to can say that get the proper the results at the end of the day. So first understand the business properly, understand what is the problem actually, and try to solve that particular problem. To solve that particular problem, what data is required. So that's what also you need to understand here. So that's what actually the second thing. Once you understand the knowledge business, you can understand what kind of data is necessary. So understand the data. So that's the second question. So first we need to understand the business. Later we need to understand the data required for solving that particular problem. It's a to and fro. You can see here there is a to and fro arrows are there. So it is continuous process. We need to understand the business and then we need to get the data. Again go back to business understanding and get the data and so on. So unless and until you end up with the data, or once you get the data, then you can go for the next step. That's called as data preparation. You got the data for solving a particular problem. That's perfectly fine. Next, what we need to do? We need to prepare the data. So preparation of data is nothing but data cleaning and preparation actually. So we need to remove the outliers, remove the, you can say that errors. We need to fill the missing values, or we need to remove the redundant values and so on. So such kind of things has to be done in data preparation set. So what we have done till now is we have understood the business. Once you understand the business, we need to extract the data for solving a particular problem. So once you get this particular thing, so you need to understand and then you need to get the data. It's a two-way communication. Once you get the data, data has to be prepared for analysis purpose. As we know that this is the very tedious or a lengthiest procedure. That's the data preparation. Once the data is prepared, we need to go for modeling. So when you go to modeling, you will come to know that whether the data is suitable for that particular model. There are some models which are susceptible for errors. They will not accept erroneous data. If there is an error in the data, they may not give you the proper results. So this is again a to and fro method. If you are not happy with that particular data, we need to go back and then prepare that particular data again, or we need to modify the data so that it is helpful for your analysis purpose. So this comes in modeling phase. Once you're happy with that particular data, you can create a model here. So model is actually, you can say that this is the solution, actually solution to your problem. Okay, you can use some different data mining techniques, and like you can say that you can use decision tree, artificial neural network, or SVM, or something like that. We can use some data mining techniques and then create a model for that particular data. Yes, we have done the model. How to implement it? As we have discussed earlier, we need to use some the tools to implement it, and then the platforms to execute it. So that's what actually the things comes in modeling phase. So once the model is created or a solution is prepared, next we need to do is we need to evaluate it. So for evaluating, you can calculate something called as the predictive accuracy, or you can say that there are some different measures are available, like precision, accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, and so on. So F1 score, all these things you can calculate. That's nothing but the evaluation phase. You need to evaluate your model, or you can say solution. Yes, you have evaluated your model or a solution, and you found that the expected results were different than what you got. So expected results or the results what you obtained, they doesn't meet the expected results. So what to do in that case? When the expected results and the obtained result doesn't match, we need to go back to the business understanding. Directly we need to go back to business understanding, because we have prepared the model or a solution, but that's not giving perfect results. Go back to business understanding, try to understand the knowledge or gain the knowledge from this particular business, and then try to get some more additional data, or remove some part of the data, or something like that we need to do here. Understand the knowledge, get the knowledge of that particular business, and then we need to extract the data, or we need to remove some part of the data which was already extracted, and then again we need to prepare the data. As I told you earlier, preparation is as simple as that cleaning and preparation of that particular data, and then we need to create a model. Model is nothing but a solution. We need to evaluate that particular solution. Okay, so if you are not happy with the solution or the results whatever you got or obtained here, again we need to go back to business understanding phase, and then repeat all these particular steps. The same thing will be repeated continuously unless and until you get the perfect results or the acceptable results. Once the acceptable results were obtained, so once the results are acceptable to you, what we can do is we can go back and deploy that particular real you can say the data mining project in the real world, so that we can use that particular data mining project in to solve the real world data. So that's how actually it works. So this is about what we can say that a CRISP DM. CRISP DM has 6 steps, as I told you earlier. It starts with business understanding. Later it goes to something called as data understanding, data preparation, modeling, and then evaluation. So once the evaluation is over, we need to think whether the results are acceptable or not. If the results are acceptable, go to deployment phase. If the results are not acceptable, directly we need to go back to business understanding and gain the knowledge about business, and then extract more data, or leave or remove some data which was already extracted. Prepare the data, model it, and then go to evaluation phase. It may happen that the results are acceptable, or it may not be acceptable. If it is not acceptable, go back to business understanding. If they are acceptable, go to the real world implementations. That is nothing but a deployment in this case. Okay, so this is how actually the CRISP DM works. This is the cross-industry standard process for data mining, which was accepted industry-wide, and this is the procedure followed in any data mining project. So in this video I have discussed what are the data mining best practices are there. So what are the different things we need to take care while designing or implementing any data mining project. And then we have discussed the cross-industry standard process for data mining, which is widely used in the industry for addressing any data mining projects. Okay, so I hope this particular concept is quite clear. If you like the video, do like and share with your friends. Press the subscribe button for more videos. Press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you for watching.